Authorities say a Friday night accident west of Scottsbluff claims the life of a local man and sends another to the hospital. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, authorities say a 38-year-old Scottsbluff man died and another man was hurt in a rollover crash that occurred late Friday night. The Scottsbluff County Sheriff's Department says the crash happened near the intersection of Spring Creek Road and Highway 26 at approximately 11:30 p.m. A Nebraska State trooper who witnessed the one-vehicle crash reported the vehicle was on fire, with one man inside after the crash, and one man had been ejected. The 38-year-old died at the scene of the crash. The 32-year-old male passenger from Scottsbluff was taken to Regional West with injuries that were considered non-life-threatening. Sheriff Mark Overman said neither man was wearing a seatbelt during the crash. Well, family, friends, and colleagues gathered this past weekend to honor the memory of Trooper Jerry Smith, who was killed in the line of duty 1 year ago in a tragic accident. The event also marking the completion of a year-long journey by Trooper Smith's daughter, Michelle, to run 373 miles to honor her father, whose badge number was 373. Troop E Commander Kurt Von Minden told KNB News that he was proud of how his staff has been able to carry on and remember Jerry in their daily lives.
If you walk around the building, there are mementos of Jerry in just about every portion of the building. People have put together collages. There are pictures of Jerry. Everybody's kind of taken to remembering him in their own way, and it's almost impossible to be in the building without seeing someone's remembrance of Jerry. He had that big of an impact on the troopers here.
The day's run by Michelle was the final mile of her effort, ending at the site of the crash on Highway 26 just outside of Bridgeport. At the conclusion of the run, the Nebraska State Patrol unveiled a new sign on Highway 26 created by the Nebraska Department of Transportation to honor Trooper Smith. Well, coming up after the break, a very nice weekend across the region. Is that a trend that can carry into the work week? The Lawyers got your full forecast right after this on KNEB.TV News.
Local lending. We're here for you from start to finish. Keeping money in our economy, supporting local jobs, giving back to our community, investing in entrepreneurship, making our quiet towns a destination. At Platte Valley Bank, we support local because we are local.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
We're going to be dealing with clear skies out there primarily across the region. A few clouds, that's about it. Temps fall into the upper 70s by 7, in the 60s as you head to bed, and in the 50s as you get up in the morning tomorrow. Mainly dry this week. We don't really have any big storm systems coming. That's the good news. It's going to turn warmer. It will be cooler on Friday, and there will be lots of sun to be had. Hit 87 yesterday, just a couple of degrees above normal, and no rain here in the immediate area yesterday. We had a few hundreds from a couple of showers that moved through. We're over an inch and 35 hundredths now below normal, over 2.5 below normal for the year. So we certainly have had a dry spell of late, and we could use some moisture out here. 60s and 70s in our area, into the 80s here in portions of Kansas. Here in our region, pocket of some cooler temps here with some showers. 63 around Gordon. In the 70s, Mullen, Valentine, Alliance near 70 in Chadron, 65 in Oshkosh, but notice there's 70s to near 80 here in Sidney. Some winds associated with those showers as well, and you'll see them moving off to the east and out of the region here as we go through the evening hours, and just clear skies across our area. Nothing happening tonight across the region. Temps are going to fall down into primarily the 50s, a couple of upper 40s sneaking in there, but most of us in the low 50s. Will cover about all of us. For tomorrow, then sunshine around, just a high-level cloud. That's about it. A couple of isolated, and I mean very isolated, late-day showers and storms try to pop similar to what they did today. Coverage is not going to be very high, and we don't have a ton of chances of getting wet this week. If we do, we're going to have to pin our hats on later on in the week because there's just not a lot of horses there in the race to get us much in the way of shower activity. 80s tomorrow, about seasonal average for this time of year, and any precip going to be very light and spotty, just a couple of hundreds at best. So for tonight, clear skies, 52-year low, winds at about 10 to 15. For tomorrow, sunshine returns, highs in the upper 80s and light winds at 5 to 10 miles an hour. We turn hotter Wednesday, Thursday in the low to mid 90s, cooler on Friday, only to get back into the low to mid 90s for Saturday, Sunday, Monday of next week as well. And pretty mild conditions with not a ton of chances of rain. Again, Thursday through Sunday, about a 20% chance each one of those days, but certainly nothing to write home about for great rain chances.
This is Brad, president of Allo Communications. At Allo and across the nation, the way we connect is changing and growing. Our connections to family, colleagues, and the community become more meaningful each day. Allo's fiber network was built for growth. We have the bandwidth to handle the changing needs of today, tomorrow, and for years to come. We'll continue to invest in the towns we serve, in our team, and in our technology to be ready for the future. We build our network for you, our neighbors, and together we'll stay connected.
As farmers make plans to return to their fields for spring planting, we urge farmers to be alert to the dangers of working near overhead power lines. Electricity is one of the most overlooked, yet deadly hazards of working on a farm. Beware of increased height when loading and transporting equipment on trailers. Avoid raising the arms of planters or cultivators or raising truck beds near power lines. So let's take extra caution this spring planting season. This message brought to you by Chimney Rock Public Power District, your Touchstone Energy partner, the power of human connections.
This year, W2 means we double. Reganis Auto Center will double your down payment on any pre-owned vehicle on their lot. Turn $500 into $1,000. Turn $1,500 into $3,000. Use that money to get out of your lease or a vehicle you owe too much on, or to lower your monthly payments. For a limited time only, double your down payment only at Reganis Auto Center on East Overland and East 27th Street in Scottsbluff, your volume discount dealer.
Welcome back. A Minutair man was displaced from his home by what was determined to be an electrical fire early this morning. The Minutair Melbita Fire Department called to the scene of a reported structure fire at approximately 6:30 this morning at 5th Street and Avenue C in Minutair. Chief Brian Lohr says a passerby saw the blaze in the garage and alerted the lone person still inside the home at the time. Gering Volunteer and Scottsbluff Rural Fire was dispatched to provide mutual aid a few minutes after the initial call, and Laura says the homeowner indicated that a number of the items were plugged into the electrical system inside the garage. An investigation of the scene pointed to an electrical problem as the source of the blaze, which also spread to the house and a car parked in the driveway. Firefighter Ministry was also called to the scene, with Carissa Smith telling us her organization providing housing, clothing, and meal vouchers for the male homeowner. The fire was extinguished in just under 45 minutes, with damages to the structure and the vehicle estimated at upwards of $25,000. Well, on Friday night, Unified Command announced 3 new COVID-19 cases in 3 Panhandle counties. The newest cases include a Cheyenne County man in his 30s, Scottsbluff County male in his teens, and a Dawes County male in his teens. Through Friday evening, the Panhandle has 234 total positive cases, 142 recoveries, leaving 90 active cases, 81 of those in Scottsbluff County, 4 in Morrill County, 3 in Cheyenne County, and 1 each in Dawes and Sioux counties. And statewide, Nebraska has seen a total of 17,810 cases since the pandemic began, with officials confirming 244 virus-related deaths. Nebraska's hospitals report that 44% of their beds, 51% of intensive care beds, and 81% of the ventilators statewide remain available. Well, straight ahead, the Western Nebraska Pioneers will be playing baseball again this week. Chris Cottrell has the latest right after this at the Sports Desk.
I've struggled with my weight since I was 13, but weight loss surgery changed my life. I've lost 120 pounds, 80 inches, and gained a whole new outlook on life.
Weight loss surgery may be the answer to your weight and health problems. Regional West offers the support of skilled surgeons and a dedicated bariatric team for your journey to a healthier you. Learn more about weight loss options at Regional West. It's time for a new you.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
Home buying is filled with decisions. Neighborhood, floor plan, fenced yard. Make one choice that's easy. Start with FNBO first. We'll guide you home. Home buying is filled with decisions. Square feet, fixer-upper, room to grow. Make one choice that's easy. Start with FNBO first. We'll guide you home.
Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
Well, plenty of baseball on the Monday docket with a local opening day approaching later this week. Let's start with the Legion baseball scene right now. The Wesco Zephyrs lost twice. That was at home to Torrington on Saturday as they now dropped 0-3 to start their season. Coming up, the Zephyrs on the road. That'll be tomorrow night. We'll have coverage at Cheyenne Post 6. Seniors action only for the Zephyrs on 106.9 The Trail, and we'll be streaming online as well starting at about 6:15. For the Gering seniors, right now their record 1-2 after an opening night win against Ogallala. A pair of losses to North Platte. Platte Valley Company's back at it tomorrow. They'll play the back end of a junior-senior doubleheader on the road at Sydney. Juniors game will be at 5 o'clock tomorrow evening. Elsewhere, you had the Express get their season underway, a 1-3 weekend. Back-to-back losses to North Platte. Alliance bounced back big with 4 wins and a championship as they hosted the annual Claire Conley tournament. We'll have Gering hosting Alliance on Wednesday here on KNEB.TV along with radio that night on the Trail. And baseball finally arrives this Friday for the Expedition League and the Western Nebraska Pioneers. Let's catch up right now with head coach Ryan Sayers and learn about his assistant coaches, starting with Colton Taylor and how he fits into the mold.
Coach Taylor, he's an assistant coach at the University of Southwest, an NA high school down in New Mexico. Works with their infielders and does a lot of base running with them. So fits in perfectly with what I like to do. I like to hit balls out of the yard and steal a lot of bases. So I was telling Chuck yesterday, I want the stolen base record this year. We're going to go for it as a team. We love to steal bases. We love to, put pressure on the defense, and that just makes the game more fun for the fans to watch when it's action-packed.
The other top assistant is a former player at a big Division I program, Jack Gerstenmeyer.
Coach Gerstenmeyer, same thing. This will actually be his first coaching job, but he played at University of Virginia. He's a great baseball mind. He fits into exactly what I want to do and what Coach Taylor wants to do. And he's a guy that likes to have fun just like us. And we're going to let the guys be themselves and be comfortable and have fun. So it's going to be great, guys. Interacting with fans as much as they can while maintaining social distancing.
Tonight at Oregon Trail Park Stadium, the Pioneers with a scripted scrimmage. That'll start at 5 and it's open to the fans. Opening night Friday, that'll be at home against Pierce starting at 6:35. That's the latest today from here at the FNBO TV Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell. More with Ryan Murphy when we come back right after this on KNEB.TV.
Small business, you're the engine that makes our communities thrive. That's why we're with you, providing more for you, so you can focus on what matters most. Small business, you're the engine that makes our communities thrive. That's why we're with you, providing more for you, so you can earn more, save more, and do more.
For the past 44 years, Platte Valley Vacuum and Sewing has been serving the Nebraska area. That's quite a long time. At Platte Valley Vac and Sew, you'll find quality sewing machines, quilting and embroidery machines, even sergers from name brands such as Pfaff and Baby Lock, both known for their well-made machinery. Keep in mind you'll receive one-on-one lessons with your machine purchase. Platte Valley Vac and Sew also offers a fine selection of 100% cotton quilting fabrics and a great selection of threads and notions to assist you in most any quilting or embroidery project you might have. For all your sewing machine quilting needs, stop by Platte Valley Vac and Sew, downtown Scottsbluff.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want you to plan for tomorrow while you enjoy today. With our personalized trust and estate planning services, our trust services can help you do just that. When it comes to estate planning, you should seek professional help. And when you do, you should have confidence in the financial institution you choose to handle your trust. At Platte Valley Bank, we pride ourselves in keeping our trust operations local and serving our friends and neighbors. We offer a highly personalized, full line of personal trust and estate planning. Give us a call today and see how our trust services can help you.
And finally tonight, it was all pomp and circumstance this weekend as both Gering and Scottsbluff had their long overdue graduation ceremonies on Sunday afternoon. At Five Rocks Amphitheater, Gering class speaker Adam Flowers said while the coronavirus did alter the course of their final semester, it also provided unique opportunities.
If it weren't for the virus, we would not have had this glorious outdoor graduation. We would not have had 3 parades honoring our class. And we would not have the most epic senior skip day. Well, quarter in history. And while that's an optimistic view on such a tragic thing, it's the truth.
And several hours later at Bearcat Stadium, Scottsbluff High School senior speaker Catherine Reisig said the year didn't end like they may have wanted it to, but the class of 2020 would be so much more than the one with the pandemic.
We've been a class of many firsts and many successes. We are unique and inspiring, and we have the opportunity and responsibility to change the world. This class is so much more than the one with the pandemic. We will not let this define us. We will be more than a virus. We are the class of 2020. Thank you.
More than 400 diplomas were handed out between Scottsbluff and Gering's graduating classes, with members of the class of 2020 soon to embark on their next chapter, whether it be college, military, or joining the workforce. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you here next time.